Here we go. Sooner Surge. Welcome to the Sooner Nation. Welcome to the Sooner Surge Double Trouble. Thanks for being on tonight. Wild card weekend. Not very exciting for us as Dallas Cowboy fans. It was not pretty. I'm sure a lot of people on here.
Not pretty.
A lot of people on here are going to be ready to roast the Cowboys, and fine, whatever. Welcome to the Sooner Surge Double Trouble, though. Appreciate you all being on here. Ron, Mark, Dalpois, and all others that are on here. Appreciate it on a very balmy, cold Sunday night. How about them Cowboys? I knew this is the way it was going to start. We don't deserve it, Jay. I'm emotionally exhausted today. I'm drained.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice, man.
I'm ready just to denounce my fandom.
That's ridiculous.
I'm dead serious.
Jeremy, until
something changes in the front office, they're not winning. No, but Mark, it won't be Lincoln Riley, but I got a name for you. Bob Stoops.
He does coach the Arlington Renegades.
His boys have graduated.
I'd be down.
And I hate to say this, but I told you the Packers were the hottest team. They look pretty doggone good today.
The Packers are the hottest team, and Jordan Love's really dang good. Way better than I thought he would be. I'll say it. And Dak Prescott is what we thought he was, in my opinion. He's a okay quarterback.
He's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback, Jay.
Good,
he's not an elite quarterback. He can't win you a championship, I guess.
That's right.
He's a Tony Romo 2.0, Jay.
Well, and Mike McCarthy's a Jason Garrett 2.0.
Yep. Just sits over there and says nothing.
Hey, funny, though, when McCarthy was at Green Bay, they could beat Dallas, but not when he's at Dallas. Dallas can't beat Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers is pretty good, Jay.
What?
Aaron Rodgers is good. I would take Bill Belichick or Jim Harbaugh. I'm just saying I would love Bob Stoops.
Oh, my gosh, Ron.
Okay, Ron.
No,
Ron,
listen.
I'm going to go off right now because I didn't want to do this.
Let me take it. Ron.
Golly.
Ron, I called Jeremy today and said the same thing. I said the exact same thing you just said.
You want me to tell Ron what I told you?
Sure. I don't know if I would tell him exactly what you told
And then let's talk OU, which is what we're doing. But I'm not going to compare an NFL quarterback who was put the numbers up as one of the best ones to a college quarterback. If you want to compare Dak Prescott to Tony Romo, Derek Carr, Jared Goff, let's not compare him to DG. Come on, that's a disservice to Dak Prescott. So stop. Anyway.
Yeah, defense was awful.
Got a new trivia I'm excited about tonight.
Yeah, should be good. What about OU, man? We got on here on the early enrollees. School starts this week. Hunter, of course. I think they're out tomorrow or Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday.
School starts. So out of these early enrollees, I think we talked about this a little bit before. Yeah, and before we get to it, another day and no update from Lance Hurd. He's going to be at Tennessee, I think. I don't know what the holdup is, to be honest with you.
Hey, Aaron, what's annoying?
What are we annoying about?
Hey, Jay, another day is silence golden. I don't think it is in this case.
Hey, if I'm annoying, please let me know how, and I'll see what I'm doing wrong. But
I won't.
No,
change.
No, I'm saying if it's something that's I don't know what I'm annoying about, but
hey, Richard, you're right. A big time lineman who started all their games entered the portal, but I expect him to go to Bama. I know Hunter thinks that Bama's kind of set at the O-line, with Grubb going with him to Bama. I just assumed he would probably follow suit.
No, but one of my biggest pet peeves was somebody to call me annoying and not tell me why. Give me a reason. Yeah. If I'm annoying, I want to know why.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring it. Bring it.
Cricket.
Here we go. Bring it. Bama. Yeah, Jay, that's interesting because OU is now full, in my opinion.
They're not going to get another tight end.
No, but I'm saying you'd like to go after that guy, but you're already full at that position.
Yeah, I I mean, I don't care if I am annoying. I like it when somebody
Aaron's
tells
not
me.
going to comment. Aaron's
That's
not
fine.
going to comment.
You
So
can't say you're annoying and not say why. So
any
whatever.
old lineman at Arizona, Washington, better get for Oklahoma than Hurt. I mean, there's other guys out there. I'm just thinking with years of experience that Hurd would have, he wouldn't just be here one and done. I mean, he would be
No,
here a few years.
at least 2 years. Hey Kim,
What's
how
up,
are you?
Lori? What's up? What's up, Mez? What's up, Kim? Hey, excited about the new trivia thing tonight. So be ready at about the 20-minute mark.
And hey, I'm sorry. Hey Kim. I mean,
I'm not going to call Aaron weak, but at least tell us why we're annoying.
He must have left. I mean,
Must
said
have.
we're annoying and then left. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Hey, Jay,
Yeah.
think about, let's talk about, you mentioned early enrollees. It's about time for Schmitty to happen.
About time for Schmitty.
To me, that time, that's what we're going to hear a lot of until it gets closer to the spring game. And that's the fact that Schmitty's going to put them through the ringer.
I'm excited for it. I think these guys coming in are excited about it, actually.
Schmitty season as
hey, you know guys like Danny Okoye, he's a weight room freak. He wants that stuff. He wants it. So I'm excited to see it.
Hey, Ron, when I became an initial OU fan, we grew up kind of in it. Our family was all OU always. So we were there with Jamel Holloway. I remember Jamel Holloway hitting Keith Jackson. That's when I started. Of course, Gary Gibbs. Of course, John Blake, Howard Schnellenberger. Can't believe we can't forget those years. But so really, it was Switzer for me. But I'd be interested in the chat how far back some of you guys go.
Hey, Selwyn, appreciate that. Means a lot. And listen, I don't care if he says he might.
I can care less.
What I care about is when somebody tells me something, tell me why. If you're going to say it, tell me why. Why am I annoying? Tell me. Am I too loud? Am I too soft? Am I saying stupid stuff? Tell me. That's all I care about.
Hey, Jay, is the Helms kid gonna play? I want to say yes.
I think Helms will. It's all about his injury, man. It's all about how he recovers from that. And that's what nobody.
Speaking of injury, Ricky McCoy. Speaking of injury, Ricky McCoy brings up this statement here, and we've had conversations. I know at the Sooner Surge, as OU later in the year seems to, I don't know the word for it, but just seems tired across the board. I don't think it has anything to do with late season injuries. In fact, OU's kind of had more early season injuries than late. I mean, Harrington and some other guys who've got hurt early on. I just think they do seem to tire out. Now, is it how they're practicing? Is it just the wear and tear of the season? Is it Schmitty related? I don't know, but I promise you I don't want any more of Wiley.
No, not at all. I mean, I don't think they're – you can say tired out. I don't think that's it really. I think it's – I mean, some of these guys were with Wiley for 2 years before Venables and Schmitty came in. So it is a little bit different. But I don't think – I mean, maybe the first year, maybe Schmitty thought, man, we're too hard. Maybe. I don't know, though. I'm not there to see it. I can't say it. Schmitty's going to do what Schmitty does. So
I like what Jay says here, except I would change the word accused. Schmitty has been accused of pushing too hard. That sounds very negative, and maybe it is negative, but I for one like the intensity workouts. I like the kind of dragging the body down so that it can be ready to you have to tear the body down in order for it to be ready to go during games. So yeah, I love that Schmitty's there.
And
Ron, no one's saying get rid of Schmitty.
Ron, no one's saying that. Ron, I think that's more of a coincidence than anything.
If anything,
into it.
Part of me, I think injuries are happening more and more these days because there's not as much hitting every day at practice.
Yeah, there's been more the last few years, I think.
Yeah.
Than there was, right? I mean,
Richard goes back to Rod Choate, Steve Davis days. Will Seth slow down the offense, Jay?
I think he will slow it down to Levy speed. Yes, I would say. But I think Levy slowed it down last year. I think it was slower this past year. Don't you?
Yeah, and Hunter brings up an elite point. They came from behind against Texas. They had stuff. They had gas in the tank. Maybe that conditioning paid off.
Yeah, but I also think the Texas game is so much emotion and adrenaline that it doesn't matter how tired you are at fourth quarter. You can muster something together. You know.
Yeah, I'd rather be Schmitty built than Wiley built any day as well.
Yeah, what about the gas in the tank versus Kansas?
It wasn't there, Jay. I agree.
Wasn't there. Gas tank was on empty, baby. Yeah, they peaked for Texas. Ricky said
they did seem to peak for Texas.
I don't know.
Mez brought up an interesting.
Maybe they.
The schedule
full of themselves.
Next year the schedule sets up better with bye.
Hey, what about? Hey, let me say something. I touched on this last night just a little bit, but I gotta say it even more tonight because the stuff I'm hearing about this Jedd Fisch to Washington and the way he treated Arizona is downright pathetic. If I don't like it. Right. What?
What'd you hear, Jay?
Basically had a 1 or 2 minute meeting and then he got on a plane and left, kind of like Lincoln. But also, I'm tired of the coaches that can do whatever the heck they want and go wherever they want for more money or a better job. But when players portal, they get bashed. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair at all.
I will say, Hunter, on Sooner
it's not any different.
I agree, Jay. I would say that Arizona is out of luck unless maybe they bump Carroll up to the head coach and they can keep the quarterback and some of their dudes.
I think quarterbacks can go to Washington with him.
But I'm saying if they can keep their coordinator, bump him as head coach, they might be able to keep that elite talent they have.
That would help. But, hey.
In conference, too. He went in conference. Now, they're going to the Big Ten now, so it's different.
But. Jeremy, that's the difference. That's why he took the job. They're going to the Big Ten instead of the Big 12.
Right, I agree. But the Big 12 would have been – Arizona would have been the favorite in the Big 12.
They would have been, top 2 or 3.
They would have been the favorite and made the college football playoff.
Could have. I mean, yeah, what about McMillan? I think
McMillan, Ricky.
We'll see. I mean, I don't think it's fair the way coaches can do it. It's never going to be fair, never will be. I mean, Washington got $12 million from Alabama because of the buyout for DeBoer. Well, they had to pay only $5 million to go get Fisch. They came out ahead in the deal, but the whole thing it's just ridiculous. I mean,
now,
here's what really bothers me is when coaches bash players for entering the portal, and then he's going to turn around and do something like that. That's bogus.
Bobby says that it was 100% on Arizona because they didn't basically make him a priority.
Now, I agree with. I did read something where they had the chance basically to sign him up, and they didn't. And yeah, I saw that, but I don't know. The whole thing's weird. But now what? So now Arizona's got an opening. Who's going to take Arizona?
Well, now I mean they're going to be in the Big 12, Jay. Matt Campbell was someone I thought to Washington, but he's not going to go from Big 12 to Big 12 team.
No chance.
I think you gotta promote Carroll there. That's the best thing they can do, and maybe keep some of the guys they have because they have talent.
Are you talking about Oklahoma State Cowboys? Because if you're talking about Oklahoma State Cowboys,
no, it's the Ohio State University, Jay.
Okay, the Ohio State.
And I don't they're not on a downward path. Their recruiting class is elite. Now, is their quarterback? We'll see next year. Will Howard as their quarterback doesn't seem like that's on an upward trend.
No.
Hey, Chuck, I did not get to watch this yet. It's on my list of things to watch because I saw it come up on my
Somebody tell me what happened.
Basically, it was an SEC podcast. They had Josh McCuistion on to talk about OU readiness for the SEC, and I'm not watching. It's in kind of my queue to watch.
How did they throw shade at OU? What did they do?
I don't know. That's what I'm curious. I wanted to see what Josh said on it.
If anybody can drop it in the chat, I'd love to know. I haven't got a chance to see it yet either. So I'd be interested to know what was said. Here it says, Hunter says there were rumors Arizona could shut down the program.
That would be abysmal. A team that's on the rise like this is there is no way.
He was saying it was before they went on the rise, but
Yeah, I mean, they're in the Big 12 now. They have a chance to be in the playoff every single year.
They had a chance to be in the playoff in the Pac-12 every year if they would have won. They weren't any good.
Well, I agree, but now they're on the rise. They've got guys where it needs to be. I mean, that is true. Levy didn't leave during the season, though. Levy left after the season.
That's true.
So if
Chuck
you're comparing Levy to Lincoln, that's not a good comparison. I'm sorry.
Chuck says basically taking jabs at us on the down low. Yeah, post a link if you can. Mess says Josh isn't the guy you want going to bat for Oklahoma. I agree with this, Dalpo. But and here's my thing though, they're like car salesmen, and is that okay? Because for some reason the college players at Portal, it's not okay to be that way.
Hey, Tyler, Levy couldn't coach in the bowl game. He's the head coach at Mississippi State.
Yeah, he had to take that job.
The days of recruiting in Portal, you can't go coach in a bowl game unless it's a playoff game.
Correct.
Like, if you're blaming Levy for that, I have issues with that. Tanya, I never have issues with the $4.99 supers you throw out every night.
Thanks, Tanya.
Appreciate it, Tanya.
Tanya. Appreciate it.
Hi, how's it going? Aaron Nolan, I don't see Aaron on here anymore. I guess he exited. You know what? That's annoying, Aaron. Saying something and exiting. That's what Lincoln Riley did.
Hey, got to give it up to Sooner fan. Sooner fan basically told him where the door was. He took it.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate all you guys, Sooner Surge viewers. Appreciate y'all. Hey, the more I hear of Eli Drinkwitz, the less I'm impressed.
I agree. I never.
It comes across as cheesy. Now, I guess he's backing it up with money. If there was no money there, no one would want to play for this guy. It's kind of cheesy.
100%. They're fine. McCarthy does not make it till tomorrow. No way.
He's gone. He has to be gone.
Haven't missed a whole lot except somebody calling us annoying. So
hey, let me do my Mike McCarthy impersonation.
Okay, let's see it.
My beard needs to be gray, but
you got to fold your arms a little bit more.
They are folded.
Oh, I couldn't see him. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that's McCarthy.
That's it right there.
Yeah. Hey, Mez. Look, and I agree, Bobby. He is funny, but some of it comes across as cheesy what he does. And two of his best defensive coaches are gone. And we'll see. We'll see. Was this a fluke, a flash in the pan? I don't know. Hunter has just dropped the link to become a Sooner Surge Unlimited member. It's not much. We appreciate it if you can do that. We thank you so much for anyone who wants to do that. I agree, O'Shea. It's corny.
We were talking last night about best receivers in the SEC. You were talking about physical and stuff. And somebody commented after our video, and they were right. Luther Burden was really good at Missouri. He's one of the best.
Oh, he is. But, Jay, Malik Neighbors is by far the best guy in the SEC, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be the number one pick out of the SEC. Hey, you're right,
Oh, my God.
Jim.
This comparison. Wait. This comparison's dead on.
Dumber Tom Herman. Remember when he would kiss all his players on the cheek? And Greg Pruitt's a good one, too.
Yeah.
What is up, Bobby? Bobby Wiley's been a long-time Sooner Surge follower, and appreciate you becoming tonight Sooner Surge Unlimited member. That means a lot, Bobby. Appreciate it. We got to get together about your business too. Love to promote it. Matt Bingham is back.
Selwyn says, "What did you see Selwyn's comment here?
What's that?
Has that official?
Fish isn't official, is it?
No, I couldn't read it. I thought he said something else. Fish.
He hasn't been announced though, has he?
Yeah, it has. I thought that was Fisk or something. I was like,
I knew it was happening. I didn't know it was announced yet.
Yeah, it's done. It's over. It's happening.
Lions and Rams game is apparently awesome. What did Matt say?
I think it was which class is going to be either better, 25 or 24. I'll say this. Let me say this, Matt. Let me say this. The 25 class is I think it's going to be filled earlier than the 24. They're already off to a pretty good start. So whether or not it'll be better, I don't know if it'll be better because the 24 defensive line is going to be tough to beat. That the 25 is going to be tough. 24 is going to be tough to beat in the defensive line. Now maybe overall, but they'd have to get guys like they'd have to get the 5-star safety Jonah. They'd have to get maybe Caleb Cunningham, 5-star receiver.
It's going to be hard to beat the 2024 class.
Correct.
But it can happen.
It can happen.
Chuck's in Enid, 0 degrees. Where are you at, Matt? 3 degrees? I don't even know what the temperature is here.
1 degree right now.
It's hot in here where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to take my shirt off. I got another shirt on underneath it. But...
Hey, should we go with the trivia, the new trivia tonight?
Hey, real quick, though, I want to get some. Go up here.
Yeah.
Hunter, 0 chance, buddy. My opinion, 0 chance.
Selwyn, I think the better. Hey, Selwyn,
I would be absolutely shocked if he did that. And I've been wrong a lot of times before, though.
I think the better path, in my opinion, I would say they're about the same because you can be 4th in the Big Ten and make it, or you could probably be one. You have to be 1 or 2 at the worst in the Big 12 to make it. And I think that's probably pretty accurate. Listen, Jay, you lose your jacket? Wow. Hey, keep us updated on the Rams Lions game. I'm going to explain this trivia. And look, bear with us. This is something new. I thought of it today while I was emotional about this Dallas Cowboy team. And I
thought we were losing you today. I was seriously worried for your health.
Hey, listen. Here's how this is going to work. This is going to be the trivia question for the foreseeable future, Sooner Surge viewers. So get ready for it. First off, do you all know what 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon is? Just in the chat, put yes or no. Let me see if you know what 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon is while we're still going. Bradley says he's not committing to Mississippi State.
Correct. I agree.
Tyler's rubbing in this.
Where's he at? Where's Tyler at?
Richard knows it. Sooner fan knows it. Slap Nuts RC knows it.
You're going to have to
Rob Gregg knows it.
You're going to have to explain it, Jeremy.
A lot of people know it, though. And I'll try to do the explanation justice. So here's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Please listen. You pick an actor. For example, George Clooney, I say. You're going to have 5 minutes. You have to connect George Clooney to Kevin Bacon within 6 degrees or 6 connections. For example, George Clooney was in Ocean's 11 with Matt Damon. That's 1 connection. Matt Damon was in The Departed with Jack Nicholson. That's 2. Jack Nicholson was in A Few Good Men with Kevin Bacon. Okay? Now listen, we're going to call this the 6 degrees of Bob Stoops. You have to connect the name we give you within the least amount wins.
Yeah, it's not about how fast you're getting this.
There's not one right answer, Jay.
I know, and it's not about how quick you get it.
Hunter is going to give 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to give you a name. You have to connect that name to Bob Stoops through different connections. Now, listen, here's a rule. It can't be someone they played against. Does that make sense? It can't be someone they went against. It's got to be they connected it. They were a part of the team or on staff or something, okay? Hunter just dropped it in there.
Just try it out. See how
we're going to try it out tonight, guys. Bear with us. Here we go. Obviously, Dallas got destroyed today. A huge reason besides Dak Prescott's lack of ability to throw the football to the right team and Mike McCarthy, the coach and the defensive stop, was Jordan Love. Right now, first 6 degrees of Bob Stoops. Jordan Love is the name. You got 5 minutes on the clock. Take your time. But how can you connect Jordan Love to Bob Stoops about people they played with or been around, not played against? And we'll keep talking. We'll keep talking. Nathan, I think the Cowboys' job is probably Belichick, as someone said on here earlier.
I would hope it's not Belichick.
Yeah.
I would hope it's not Belichick.
Connect Jordan Love to Bob Stoops in least amount of degrees. All answers must be in the same comment. So
if I'm Dallas, you know who I'm calling right now?
Who?
Mike Vrabel.
I would love Mike Vrabel in Dallas, Jay.
I think he would be outstanding.
He won with Ryan Tannehill.
Correct. I think he would be great. You also got, my fear at Dallas is they're going to hire Dan Quinn. That's my fear.
I actually wouldn't mind Quinn.
He's been a coach before. Don't want him.
I don't think they'll hire him as a head. Jerry Jones won't go there. They
need to go get Eric Bieniemy.
What if they brought Lincoln Riley in and made some massive trade of Dak Prescott for Caleb Williams? Would you like that, Jay?
Well, I was going to say that if they go get Lincoln Riley, they're going to trade Dak and try to get Caleb. Promise you.
Hey, people are connecting Bob by CeeDee Lamb. Jordan Love did not play with CeeDee Lamb.
Correct.
This is going to be difficult, isn't it?
Who was Dallas's OC? And while we got people on there, Jeremy, you mentioned earlier, Bob Stoops to Dallas. Wouldn't that be great? He's already at Arlington.
He's coached the Renegades. His sons have graduated college. I mean, Drake's going to be in the NFL.
This trivia is pretty hard, Jeremy. Now,
Jordan Love did play at Utah State. Now,
you're on the right track.
You would be on the. If Jordan Love would have played at Nevada, Nevada was coached by Jay Norvell. Jay Norvell was on staff with Bob Stoops.
Jay says too difficult. Pass.
Too difficult. Pass.
It is pretty difficult.
Maybe we gave him too hard a one, Jay.
You picked it.
Are we alive? Yeah, we're alive.
We're right here. Well, I'm alive.
Hello, Fred. We're alive. Hey, are we annoying? Are we annoying? Apparently.
Let me give these guys a good trivia.
Okay, give them a trivia, Jay.
We're
going to stick with the other one, though. It's still available.
Here's a new trivia.
5 points if you get that trivia right then.
Hey, while they're trying to figure that out, let me give them an actual trivia question. I'm going to go with 2000. I think it was 2019 OU versus Houston opening game of the year. It was Jalen Hurts' first game at Oklahoma. Okay, I just want to know who the leading receiver was for Oklahoma that game. I know what a lot of people are going to say, and they're going to be wrong.
Stoops is coaching the Renegades again, I believe.
He is. Who was the lead? It was not CeeDee Lamb. He only had like 40 yards receiving. And Hurts had a heck of a game. It was not Mims.
Dak says
this one's going to be difficult.
Hey, Dak says a Matt Wells connection.
Matt Wells used to be at Utah State, I think is what he's saying.
How is Matt Wells connected to Bob Stoops?
Hey, there it is. Charleston Rambo. Dalpost looks like the first one in the chat. Give Dalpost a point, unless Jay was before it. Let me see here. Jay was first. Jay Jones. Got it. Rambo. Charleston Rambo. There it is.
Again, on the other trivia, you got to make the connection. So if you want to say Matt Wells, Jay says he got it. Jay Jones.
He did.
Dak says Stoops, BV, Matt Wells. Hunter, check it out. I think what Dax is saying is Jordan Love played at Utah State under Matt Wells. Matt Wells was on BV's staff. BV with Bob Stoops. That's 4 degrees. And according to, if that's correct, Hunter can verify, that would be the leader so far.
Correct. Detroit won. Wow. I'm surprised.
Is it over?
Sounds like they won. Good for them.
Dax is the leader. We got one. Dax, thank you for making that one work. 1 minute left. Someone would have to connect it in 3. That's a great job, Dax. Appreciate you doing that. I know it was difficult tonight.
Victory formation. Detroit
Good for Jared Goff. Good for Jared Goff.
Wow. Can you believe this?
5 points for Dax. 5 points for Dax if he gets this.
Hey, how about this? If Philly loses tomorrow night, that means Detroit or Tampa Bay's in the NFC Championship game.
Correct.
Is that right?
I do not want Mike McDaniel
is that right?
at Dallas.
That might not be right. Yeah, I think it's right.
I do not want Mike McDaniel at Dallas.
I don't either. Don't either. I don't
Do
want
not.
Bill Belichick either, though.
Dax is the winner of 5 points tonight on trivia, guys.
Wow, that's big time. Big time.
I hope Baker wins too, since I hate the Eagles.
Hey, let's talk about something. While we're on, let's switch it gears to a little bit Oklahoma
Heupel
football.
coached at Utah State.
Yes, correct.
Did he coach Jordan Love?
Did he coach at Utah State?
Would it have been under Jordan Love?
I'd have to look that up. I don't remember correctly.
Hunter can verify.
Hey, so right now you have 30 days to enter the portal if your coach leaves. I mean, this is going to be going on for the next. I mean, we're going to be talking almost into spring ball with some of these guys. 30 days with this coaching carousel keeps up. I mean, now you got Arizona to replace. You're getting ready to have Michigan job open up. I can promise you, because I think Jim Harbaugh's out of there. So that leaves probably Sharon Moore to take that job. Would you be shocked if Sharon Moore doesn't get that job?
Oh, he's going to be the coach.
I would think he is.
Good for Detroit Lions. Hey, that was 2010, right, Jay? 2010, Bob Stoops. This is Utah State.
They played Utah State in 2010.
And that's from the clip, right? That's what he's talking about. Was that 2010 when it was a close game?
Yeah, it was 31-24. They won that game.
Yeah, it was very close.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, everyone was bashing me about how Saban leaving was going to affect OU. Little did you know it was going to affect some of these other teams worse.
But it is going to affect. I don't want to go down that again.
No, I don't want to go down that road again either.
Jeez.
Not at all.
Did you see where TU passed OSU tonight?
Matt Wells did not coach with Bob Stoops. Matt Wells was with Brent Venables. Brent Venables was with Bob Stoops. That's why it's another connection. I guess I confused everyone tonight. Sorry.
Yeah. The main name I would think, if they go from within, it's going to be Carroll. Pete Carroll's son.
Correct.
If they go elsewhere, I'm trying to think.
It's going to be a coordinator from somewhere, because they're not bringing another head coach in unless it's a smaller school. Now, would Chadwell go there?
Probably not.
Liberty to Arizona.
No, I mean, possibly. He's not a West Coast guy. I think they're going to get a West Coast guy. You know, Seth Luttrell coached there before as a coordinator.
Yes, he did.
We're
not talking about Pete Carroll. We're talking about his son. His son was the OC at Arizona this year. You promote him, you might be able to keep some of these guys.
Yeah, that would be if I was him, that's what I would do. Did you see Robert Griffin today saying that Deion should be the coach of Dallas? I about lost it.
Jake, Stephen A. Smith said Deion should have been the coach of Alabama. I'm done with it. Like, it's absurd that people think Deion Sanders can coach football.
Do you think? Let me ask this question, and viewers answer this.
Or run a program, for that matter.
I think Deion would be better off in the NFL.
Okay, he's not. I don't think he would be at all. But
do you think he'd be better in the NFL or worse?
He's not going to be better anywhere. He's not a good football coach.
Do you think he'd be better in the NFL or college?
Jay, I don't know what he'd be better. Maybe a position coach. Wait, Shakur, you think Deion's a good coach?
I think he's saying he can be.
Well, I mean, he can recruit a little bit, but he's not a good game coach. First off, he runs everyone out of the team. The coaches included, they leave. I mean, they don't want to be around it. Mez, we got you. That's 4 as well, correct? But Dax was a little ahead. He got 4 earlier, but that is right. Luke Wells, student assistant with Bob Stoops, became coach with his brother, Matt Wells, Utah State, who coached Jordan Love.
That's the way to do it, though, Mez, right there.
That is exactly what I'm looking for, Mez. Give Mez a point just for doing that.
Give them a point. Give everybody a point. What show?
No. Bill Belichick, can Jerry and Bill work together? That's the question.
Don't know. Hey, Matt Wells would be great for the Arizona job, I think, but I know he just took the other gig.
Yeah, he just took one at K-State, right?
He'd be good, though. He'd be a good one.
He'd be good.
Yeah, I mean, I look for them to probably appreciate it, Chris.
Chris Russing, if I say that correctly, a new member. Thanks so much.
Chris.
Again, put a new member video out this morning, Jay. You did, right?
Yeah.
There's a new member video that went out this morning. There'll be more new member videos. So join up on there. Appreciate it. It sucks that Phil Loadholt went there. I agree. I like Phil Loadholt a lot.
Hey, now this name though, Cliff Kingsbury to Arizona. He would fit really well there. That's a party.
He's been there for
That's a party school. He'd fit right in there.
Arizona State, I think, is more of the party school.
Yeah, but they're both. And in West Coast, Cliff Kingsbury may be the guy there. He may be the guy.
That's a good call, Jay.
Well,
and if he does, they can probably keep a lot of that elite offense that they have.
Correct. I think he'd be. I actually think he'd be a good fit.
Hey, let's talk OU here. The early enrollees are there. If you follow them on Twitter, they're ready for
34 early enrollees, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the number goes up every year. And I'm super excited about this class and the early enrollees specifically. I'm ready to see them get in the weight room, getting after it. It seems like their work ethic, their attitude, this group together, really, really good. So let's see. I mean, you combine that with what they have in veteran leadership. This team has no excuse that this would be I think I'm safe to say this, 100% the best team as far as leadership that they've had. There's no reason it shouldn't be.
Well, it should be with what here's what defensively big time. Offensively, you do lose Dylan Gabriel, who I think was a really good leader for them. No, Jeremy, you can grit your teeth, you can unsmile, whatever that face is you're doing. I don't know.
Sure, I will.
Whatever that face is you're doing every time I mention Dylan Gabriel's name, turn your camera off because nobody wants to see that grimace. It's ridiculous. The fact that
I was looking at a chat. Sorry, I was looking at a chat.
The fact that you're grimacing that I said Dylan Gabriel is a good leader, he was. Okay? Whether or not you think he's a great quarterback or not, he was a good leader on offense. Ask anybody on that offense.
He was a good leader on offense, yes.
Okay.
I agree.
They will miss that on offense. Now, who's going to be the offensive leader? That is my biggest question mark. And when you talk about leadership, defense, they got to say, who's going to be the offensive leader? Is it going to be? Gavin Sawchuk's still only in year 3. Jackson Arnold's basically started one game. Offensive lineman, a lot of new faces. Not like you have Andrew Rain coming back from a tour.
I'm going to tell you who I think it is.
I mean, are you going to say Nick Anderson, Farouk?
Well, I'm going to say Nick Anderson. I think comment about Farouk.
Mark, I think it is Farouk. I'll say it.
As long as it's from the bench, I'm okay with that.
I'm just saying, vocal leader. It might be.
I think Nick Anderson. I think that Gavin Sawchuk can take that step, and I'm going to throw a name out there, Jay. I think, and look, he's new to the team, but I really think that the Sharp guy or the Jake Roberts guy, because they're so old. Listen, they're older guys. They can take on a leadership role. Now, from the guys you're there on the O-line, Jay, could it be Fabechi? Someone who, I don't know.
Jerm, listen.
Angelo Anthony isn't. I agree with you.
How can you mention a guy's name that hasn't even been there yet? Fabechi hadn't even played there.
Dylan Gabriel came in the first year and made a difference. You said
different at quarterback, different.
Jay,
different.
I think both of those tight ends can be leaders in the weight. You don't know what goes on around campus.
No.
In the weight room, in the huddles.
I agree, leaders.
And how about this? Like Jackson Arnold's the leader then.
And maybe
Jackson Arnold is the guy.
Yeah, and maybe he will be the leader. That's right.
He's built that way. He's different.
And maybe he will be. And I see Nick Anderson maybe doing that too.
I like Nick Anderson as the leader. The Anderson family, dude.
The guy I'll tell you right now, the guy they're going to miss most from this team leadership wise,
Drake Stoops.
it's not Dylan Gabriel, it's Drake Stoops. 100%.
Drake Stoops.
Go watch his interview late in the year after they lost 2 games. That interview is still going viral. Okay, the way he works his butt off, the way he worked in the weight room, the way he practiced, his leadership on offense is going to be the biggest loss, bar none, no question.
Oh, and I think he's going to go in the 5th and 6th round. I do. If he doesn't, get him back right now as a GA or something.
I agree.
If for some reason dude doesn't get drafted, which he should and will, I'm pretty sure, BB calls immediately.
Hey, let me answer this.
Hey, I think you're a Texas fan. Is that right?
No. Let me answer this to Shakur. I'm going to say right now, I hope you're right. I hope Jackson Arnold is the leader in interceptions because that means he's playing. Okay, I don't want it to be Casey Thompson. So yeah, Jackson Arnold's going to.
I think he means Jackson Arnold is going to be the leader of the SEC in interceptions.
No, he's saying leader in interceptions for the team. What is what he's saying?
Yeah, I mean, I know. I remember there was a play last year where Ewers threw one over the middle to Sanders.
Hey, Jeremy, listen. I do not mind Texas fans coming and getting on our chat.
I love it. I love it.
Will you let me talk? It doesn't bother me. It's just because they don't have anybody to do in a live chat right now. Okay,
Jay, they got Isaiah Bond. That's a great get for them.
Oh, Bond's unreal.
Bond's a great get for Texas.
Bond is great, and they're continue to bring in great talent.
And I don't think this is I'm not saying this to be rude, but Jackson Arnold will be every bit as good and better than Quinn Ewers ever was at Texas.
We got to fix the spelling in there, Ron. Can't display that.
If Drake doesn't get drafted, bring him back to Oklahoma as Isaac, since Isaac has eligibility left.
He is a pretty good rapper, though.
Twins, identical. Hey, thanks. We're not delusional, but apparently we're annoying. I'll take that as a compliment.
Shakur, I'm disappointed because I picked Texas to win the Natty. I thought they would do it this year. I really did. In fact,
hey, is Archie going somewhere?
Hey, it would have been a lot better had they beat Washington because they would have played Michigan a lot better.
Is Archie going elsewhere?
No,
I don't think so either. But
here's the deal: he'll sit another year and then come the next year and play, and he might play next year. Sarkisian's not going to mess around. If Ewers struggles or if Ewers gets hurt, then yeah.
And Ewers has been prone to get hurt, just like Gabriel was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay. So I think that's a great question to bring up about leadership. And look, I think it's safe to say this. I think Jeff Lebby was I like his scheme, top 5 offense, no doubt. I think Seth Luttrell is going to be better as far as I don't even know how to word it. I'm not saying with the quarterbacks, just as an offense as a whole, just going to have a feel for everything better.
Hey, I want to get to this because we would have had the same argument this year if DG would have came back. If Dylan Gabriel would have came back again this year, which he could have, he went to Oregon. If he would have came back, would Jackson Arnold set another year? And
you can't compare. Quinn Ewers is better than Dylan Gabriel.
100%, Jeremy, yes. Is that the only reason they're not getting as – I would love to know from Shakur, our Texas fans in arms, were they hoping Ewers would go pro? What's the gut feeling?
Look, if Dylan Gabriel came back to OU, he would have had to been the backup this next year. I don't want to get on this again.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, and here's the thing, what Jeff says. Jeff, I agree. But really, across the landscape of college football, Alabama's lucky not to have lost to Auburn in another game.
Georgia.
It's really across the board. Outside of Michigan, everyone else should have lost multiple games.
Yeah, I think that's probably Shakur. What he says here, whoever it is, whatever they say here, I think is probably what most Texas fans saying. Yes, okay, he comes back. If not, we got Arch Manning.
Dalpois, I think, and look, listen, you guys might want to record this.
Let me record it. How do I record?
Here's what I'm saying. I'm rooting for Farouk too. I absolutely am. But the coaches have to bench him unless he proves otherwise. They can't continue to be loyal. Now, I hope and pray Farouk figures it out and gives some valuable time next year. But because I'm rooting for him too. He's been more loyal than Bob Stoops and Venables. Those guys were all loyal. And so, and hey, Johnny Brown from
Appreciate
California,
you,
appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Okay, but take away Farouk's fumbles. Is that your main concern with him? As a
No.
What is it? What
Okay,
is it?
obviously, it's my main concern. I'm going to give you a few concerns. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Main concern, ball security. Second main concern, no separation from corners. He can't separate on slants. He couldn't separate other times. And then the other thing is kickoff return. He hardly ever broke one.
Well,
yeah, I'll be quiet.
Hey,
I'll let my brother talk.
Jeremy, maybe
Go
he
ahead.
shouldn't be a kick returner. Did he just turn his camera off? The guy's weak. Wow. Okay.
I was coughing.
Hey, maybe he shouldn't be it. Why can you blame him if the coaches are putting him at kick return? Maybe he's not best at kick return.
I agree, Jay.
So maybe blame a coach for putting him there if that's not where he's best at.
Is the big kid from Pensacola being recruited in basketball?
I am not sure who he's talking about from Pensacola.
Now, they did get an elite softball player from Pensacola.
Yes. Correct.
And Jonathan's going to drop the facts. 3 years, 7 TDs, tutties, okay?
Can I ask a fair question?
How many Brennan Thompson catch this year, tutties?
Hey.
Gibson, Anderson.
Can I ask a fair question?
Yeah, sure, always.
Did he kind of get a uplift in kind of his prediction and what he would be in that one bowl game when Caleb was there, when everybody left? He was in the bowl game with Bob Stoops, had a really good game, if you remember right. Leading into his next year, I was like, I hope he stays because he's going to be really good. Is that really kind of what did it for him? Because he didn't do anything the year leading up to that. It was just that bowl game. He had a good bowl game, right?
Yeah, I mean, Jay, I don't need to talk about it a lot. Farouk does. Now, I'll agree with Selby.
He had a good last year. He was not this year, but the year before last, he was really good. He was.
I agree that with Selwyn that he blocks well, but 815 snaps. I mean, there it is. Mez, you're right. Josh Heupel, it could have been a 3 connection. It's just you have to say all 3 of those in the chat like you did, Mez. That would have been 3 within the 5-minute time period.
Yeah,
that is correct, though.
Monty, appreciate you, Monty, from Tennessee every night.
Hey, Tennessee, and again,
like Zalance Hurd. No, he is not. I don't know what Chuck's talking about. Something with Farouk, probably.
Maybe with Farouk. Again, you can become a Sooner Surge Unlimited member. It's in the chat. Would love that. Appreciate the 2 that have done that tonight.
That's a good point, Bobby. That's a good point by Bobby.
Yeah. But you know what Stoops didn't have? All those fumbles either.
Did it bother you when Farouk said at the end of the year that I'm leaning on coming back?
Most likely coming back. It's rubbed me the wrong way. I agree.
Did that affect you at all? I think it did.
It did a little bit. Well, I'll tell you what affected me was the bowl game. Okay.
What does most likely mean in English as far as when you teach it? Well, what is that? A prepositional phrase?
It means most likely, Jay. Jeez. It means more than likely. Most likely, Jay. Ricky, I'm going to say this. No news is not good news in this situation, and silence is not golden. That's my 2 things I'll say about Hurd.
What is Hurd waiting on?
I don't know, Jay.
Hunter, maybe you know, and you could drop it in the chat, but when does Tennessee start back? Tuesday, Wednesday? Is he just going to enroll and show up and not announce, maybe? It's wild.
Crazy to me, Jay. It is crazy to me.
It's crazy. Hey, I'd
Bob,
like to ask Shakur something on here. Wait,
Bob, let me get to Bob real quick. Bob, I think part of what you're saying, there's some truth to it, and I hate that. I just hate that there's truth to the fact that he may not be healthy again. That foot injury was way worse than people thought, it sounds like. And you just never know. And he's a running back. He's got to be on his foot all the time, making cuts.
Yeah. Ricky and Mess says the 22nd, so he technically has a whole nother week. If he's not enrolled at OU by Tuesday, it's over. So you might as well. Probably Tennessee. Hey, let me ask you a current question. I saw some rumors about their defensive lineman Robinson that had committed and signed national letter of intent wanting to maybe to get it pulled and basically rescinded so he can go somewhere else because of them losing their defensive line coach. Anything to that? I mean, he was a 4-star recruit. I know that.
And Hunter, do you know the basketball from Pensacola?
I don't think OU's
Dayton Forsythe is the stud that they got out of
the real deal. He's a real deal.
He's really good.
Okay, so Chris says it's not looking good with him right now. That's kind of what I thought because if he leaves, he'll probably go to LSU. I know
Wait, Break It Nell says not going to Tennessee. And Bradley, are you saying Hurd to Ole Miss? I think you're talking about the other guy, Robinson.
Only a junior.
I need to look up this kid. OU lost on the 5-star kid, Jay.
Oh, he's only a junior they're talking about.
Jay, OU lost on the 6'8" center, Hunter says. OU lost on the 5-star kid, Jay.
Osway, it sounds like they're not going to get him. He's committing.
No, he already committed.
Did he end up committing?
I thought he committed Providence, right?
He was maybe not Providence.
Hey, I tell you what, Pensacola, Jay.
Hey, let me say something.
They got a softball girl from Pensacola in the next class, and that team is unbelievable in softball.
She plays basketball. She plays basketball, too.
She plays basketball. They're nationally ranked.
Ricky, you know what's funny is for some reason, everybody was so worried about her going to Ole Miss. Never even took a visit. Not that I know of.
Who's Moore? Are you talking about Jalen Moore? Talking about Jalen Moore? No, Jalen Moore. I don't know if that's who he's talking about. But
I don't know who he's talking about Moore.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Jalen Moore. He got one more year, right, Jay?
Yeah. Hey, Ricky, I don't even know if this is a question. How good will they be? I mean, I think max losses this year, 3.
Oh, I think that's high. I think 2 would be the max. They're going to get to 100 straight.
You think they're winning 47 more in a row?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow.
They're going to get to 100 straight wins, Jay.
47 more in a row?
Yes, I do, Jay.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Unless there's major injuries.
Hey, I'll say this, Ricky. They're deeper in the pitching staff. They don't have the one pitcher that they had last year as far as Jordy Ball. Jordy Ball was just outstanding. They don't have that. They have more depth, obviously, and then their hitting is going to be better. I think they're going to be a better hitting team for power and average. So I think they will be better. It's just they had so many timely hits last year that kept that streak alive. Can they keep that up? That's the thing.
Hey, I can't believe the Harrington medical waiver has not been approved.
What's the deal? They gave it to Bowman, who got his 9th year.
I'm so sick of NCAA and all this stuff. How you got to wait on things? It's ridiculous.
Put Nick Saban over the NCAA commissioner, please.
Exactly.
Hey, Hunter, how many Oklahomans to Mississippi State? Nathan says. Has he gotten any yet? I don't think he's gotten any.
Maybe out of the recruiting class of 2 years from now. We'll see.
I don't think he's gotten any from OU though. No players, just coaches. Correct.
Maybe, yeah. Alan Woody is a Sooners.
He's an unlimited member. That's right.
Kim, will Latrell completely revamp? No. I think he's going to run. He runs air raid, but a lot of the same type of things will happen in his offense. But there'll be some revamping of the offense because it's going to be his offense.
Hey, Jeff, Joe Castiglione in an interview 2 days ago with the Board of Regent meeting said it will be ready March 1st. So unless they have ice and rain constantly, that would be the only holdup, I think.
It was interesting what Casey Thompson said in an interview.
He wants a job at Oklahoma. He
has a high respect for Texas, but I mean, dude's he's so well spoken. He looks like an adult, like a 26-year-old man.
He's going to get a job coaching, is what a graduate assistant probably.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. Bob, I think we'll see the tight end more. And deservedly so. We have better tight ends next year.
And we will see new blocking schemes.
Different 100%. Blocking schemes. I'm excited for Beatenbow and Seth Latrell together. I really am.
Yep. Cameron Rising still playing. Who recruited Casey Thompson out of high school? Bob Stoops, I think.
Yeah.
Didn't get him, but.
How many current left to Mississippi State? I don't think one player. 0.
Will Rogers is in the portal again. He portaled to Washington.
He might end up if Arizona's quarterback leaves, he may leave.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Hey.
right. None. Zero. Zilch.
Yeah.
Zero.
Hey, big kudos tonight.
Yeah.
First off, Chris Russing joined tonight. Sooner Surge Unlimited. There
Big
was
time.
another one, Bobby
Chris,
Wiley.
Bobby Wiley. Appreciate
You
it.
guys can help us out by joining our Sooner Surge Unlimited. It helps us. Like, comment. Tanya, thanks for the super. Again, if you want to join up as a sponsor, we would love to promote your product. On the bottom of our screen, again, OU Sports Roundup at gmail.com. That's the email. You can send us an email. Would love to meet up with you and talk about what that would look like. Hey,
MLK Day tomorrow. Martin Luther King
MLK Day tomorrow. Appreciate you guys defending us earlier against Aaron Nolan's shout out of us being annoying. You guys are elite over here at the Sooner Surge. Thanks so much. You guys has always brought great questions, great comments.
Yeah,
we really do appreciate you. And we'll see you all tomorrow night, 9:30. Boomer.
Sooner.